Welcome, everyone, to Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. This is a podcast where this isn't the opening. So dumb, man. If people only knew. Oh.
If only I could beatbox better.
Oh, whoops. Yes, if only you could. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Carnival Cruising related. My name is Trevor Shelby, and joining me on this crazy Cruising 99th episode is my good friend, Thomas Kennedy!
Well, it's about time you introduced me. I mean, it's only been 99 episodes, and you forget to introduce me.
I don't know what you're talking about. This was a one-take thing, and we did not mess it up.
You did mess it up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You did.
Oh man, 99 episodes. Good.
Who would have thought?
Freaking Lord, geez. Man. We're so close to season 3. We've got so much going on. We got the Halloween episode. Did you know about the Halloween episode?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah. Oh, I do now. It's October 28th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube. It'll also be uploaded as a podcast as well if you miss it. But it's better to be there in person where you can bug us and throw us off track. So there you go.
Wow.
Lots and lots of fun, man.
I mean, if we were a TV show, a TV series, we would actually be able to be syndicated.
Yeah, we could be syndicated and canceled all at the same time.
Yes.
Wonderful. We'd be in that danger zone. Man, how have you been this week?
I've been okay. I'm alive. Haven't died or anything like that,
Yeah.
I mean, 49ers lost, and that was a big, So I decided to break out the 49ers hat because
good luck.
Because apparently they need me to rally for them.
What? Okay. Well, man, they started off the season strong. I will say that. I will say they started off strong. It's interesting that they've had a couple of games, some off games. Maybe they need someone like Taylor Swift in their corner. I mean, maybe they need to start, finding some pop star girlfriends to bring to the, because it seems to be working for Kansas. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, they lost to Detroit, for crying out loud.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
it's something. Man,
I wouldn't want Taylor Swift in the owner's box. I can tell you that much.
Not at that point. Man, it's been a pretty good week for me. My team didn't lose, but Travis Kelce's playing pretty well. So,
since when are you a Kansas City fan?
Since Taylor Swift became a Kansas City fan. Thank you very much.
Good Lord.
I can't.
Taylor Swift is she's the devil.
What you say. Be careful what you say.
He's the devil.
Whatever.
The devil.
You're about to do this podcast alone.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, burn. So man, we've had a explosive week over on our Facebook group, facebook.com/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We got the page, and we also have a group. Search for the group, join it. It's a lot of fun there. We had some interesting posts, and one of them I was trying to get everybody to prompt, what is Thomas Kennedy's
What's with the jelly beans? I don't get that.
What are you talking about?
You posted something about jelly beans in that
I did
in
not
there, and
post
then
anything about jelly beans.
yes, you did.
No, well, I said, you know what I mean, jelly bean. And
then everyone started saying jelly beans.
well, let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Shall we listen to a bit of last week? Maybe a part you weren't a part of. Hashtag where's Thomas for sure. Man, we need some more voices on this show, don't we, guys? So I'm gonna start taking applications here soon. Man,
Really?
anyways. Oh, he's gonna be so mad when you know what? Let's be real. I say he's gonna be so mad when he listens to this. He's not gonna listen to this. Do you think Tom goes back and listens to this show? No, he doesn't. No.
I haven't listened to this episode yet. I hate you.
We'll see. Don't give him a heads up either. We won't. Yeah, because you know, then that'll just ruin it. So. Or you might be like, we should all say something random to Mr. Kennedy. What could it be? Let's lay off the burritos, okay? And all fun, the burritos is fun, but he will get mad. So let's not do burritos. Let's say, Mr. Kennedy, do you love jelly beans? And we're gonna post that. I'll make a post on the Facebook page that says, what is Mr. Kennedy's favorite things? And you'd be like, Mr. Kennedy, is it jelly beans? And I want everyone to ask, is it jelly beans? And that would be hilarious to me, only to me. And so I'll play this back on the next episode for Mr. Kennedy to listen to, and he'll be like, what in the heck are you doing? And
the one episode I haven't listened to yet, and and you do that.
Oh my God. And so we got some great responses. Of course, a lot of people threw out the mermaid, which Brian did. I believe Catherine did as well. We had Gary said, I really thought Tom's favorite thing was the breakfast burrito, but from the fantastic blue iguana Katina on Carnival Shits, but could it be jelly beans? And then Megan said, I heard from a super legit source that he loves jelly beans. And then Jennifer, she posted, word on the street, jelly beans, burrito flavored. Catherine said mermaids. Robert said he's all about the bean. Victor had a more of a real answer. He said Carnival Cruising and Aruba, which that's probably true. And then Teresa also said a little birdie told me it was jelly beans. Dude, Lord. That was so funny.
Good Lord.
I love how the community comes together to just say jelly beans. So thank you guys for that. That was fun. Oh man. But guess what? Okay, so we talked about the Halloween episode. If you're listening to this on the day that this comes out, that's actually tonight. If you're listening to that morning, oh my gosh, that's a great thing. So make sure you hop on over, listen and watch us live do this wonderful show. We started a new segment or a post on the Facebook group, which is Bad Advice Monday. So if you want to get on the fun, there's some great bad advice over there about what happens if you don't go to the muster drill. So I love some of the answers on there. We got some great ones. So man, it was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for participating, showing up, and we'll definitely be having a lot more of that in the future.
I think we pissed off Madison because she's been posting a lot more lately.
I think because she got called out, I think Gary's picked up the slack, and I think she feels like her job may be in danger because not only is she posting, but now she's a part of the show. What the heck? So, I mean, she's really trying. I'll put it that way. Oh man. So we do got a bit of interesting news we wanted to talk about today.
Do you want to start off with that?
Oh yeah, do we?
I mean, breaking a bar glass on someone's head, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably been shared much further than this. If you're kind of clued into a lot of the cruise groups and all that stuff, you've probably already heard a lot of this. But so FBI got and police got involved into what was a carnival all out brawl in the Carnival Magic. And so I guess a fight broke out and somebody broke a bar glass over their head. And the assailant was actually confined to their room for the remainder of the cruise. FBI and police boarded the ship on Sunday morning. When it arrived in Virginia, Carnival security and medical officials fully cooperated with law enforcement, according to a statement from Carnival. They said, "We have a zero tolerance for this kind of behavior. The assailant's guest has been permanently banned from selling on Carnival in the future, but this is now a matter for law enforcement."
So does that mean they can't cruise Princess or Holland America? Or
I would imagine so. I mean, if you're breaking glasses over people's heads, I mean, this isn't like an old Western.
Dude, it's Roadhouse, man.
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
Smashing bottles over someone's head. I mean, this is not a great thing. That's why, for a lot of people too. I mean, alcohol and tempers, when things flare, I mean, things can get out of hand real quick. But man, you do not want to go that far. Not on a Carnival ship. Man, you'll be answering questions from the feds, it looks like. So
it was in international waters, so
yeah, so that's wildness, man. And plus, I imagine, we know alcohol was involved, but it kind of makes me wonder, did this person wake up like the next morning and it was like, oh, what did I do? So I'm like, oh no.
I mean, I think I've seen a fight one time on a ship, but that was before they went stringent, because of all the fights. It was way back in the day. So, but I mean, it was a small fight. It's not like one of these larger fights. Like I can't remember what cruise line it was just a couple of weeks ago, but it was like it lasted like for an hour.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Ship Life was talking about it, and
yeah.
If you haven't checked out Ship Life, he's a great commentary. He works on ships and he does lots of good stuff. So
yeah. Well, and I think that it's pretty interesting that like we've had in the past, other fights break out on Carnival ships. I don't think that's that's not the norm. It's when you're going on a cruise. Like these things don't happen every cruise. There's only maybe one time I can remember tempers flaring so much that I thought people were about to end up in a fight. But like I said, though, when alcohol's involved, you just never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, if it happens on Carnival, it's going to happen on Royal. It's going to happen on.
It's happened on Royal. It's happened on all the ships. It's just that Carnival is so big that it gets the notoriety for it.
Yeah. And the number of people, the number of ships, I mean, it's going to happen. So, but kind of a law of averages. So it's just going to happen more. But yeah, very, very crazy story. Hopefully the victim in this story was able to enjoy the rest of their cruise. That's really a sad way to have your cruise go, it sounds. So have a bottle broke over your head.
They said a bar glass. That could be anything really, any type of glass. But I mean, if it was one of those big, heavy, like Scotch glasses, then I'd be really, really worried.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully it was not that. Hopefully, they weren't cut up and bleeding everywhere. That would be awful.
Hopefully it wasn't a fish bowl, Yeah,
oh gosh, yeah. That would be terrible. But, Carnival did the right thing, confined the person to their room. Then they I'm surprised they didn't end up in a brig. And so there you go.
They do have a brig on the ship. I'm surprised they don't end up there.
Yeah.
So
pretty wild. But also, we have a special guest on today's show. Guess what? Madison is coming back for this episode. Hi, Megan. You like
Hi, Megan. Hi, Megan.
To say hi to you and Tom.
Yeah. Megan's part of the podcast now.
Oh, dogs too.
Yeah.
Dogs and cats.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you I love you and hi, Tom.
Hi.
He says love you and hi, Tom.
I said hi.
Oh, Tom says hi.
All right.
Anyways, so guess what? Madison actually recorded a segment for today's show. Can you believe that?
I'm getting shocked every day. She's actually working.
I know.
It just took us telling everyone that she was an AI.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, she had a very interesting segment idea. Now, just to clarify, a lot of people, I let Madison, I prompt Madison into coming up with ideas. I do not come up with ideas for her. So
just to let everyone know
this is where she went.
Madison is actually connected to Skynet. She's going to be responsible for Judgment Day. Just to let y'all know.
Madison's capable of quite a bit, and you'll kind of get a whiff of it here. She does have access to the internet, guys. I'm not even joking. Madison can Google. So here she is with her segment.
Hey there, lovely listeners. It's Madison here, bringing you a brand new segment we're calling Cruise Confessions. Cruising isn't always smooth sailing, and sometimes the waves of our decisions might just get us into some choppy waters. Today, I've got a story straight from the depths of Reddit's Am I the Asshole community. So let's dive right in and see if we can navigate this one. Ready, Golden Boys?
Ready.
Months ago, my wife and I got a great deal on a family cruise with our kids up to Alaska, late summer trip. Since that time, I have paid off the cruise, paid for a number of upgrades, tours, drink packages, etc., flights from our home city, hotel arrangements so we can tour the port city, airport parking, etc. I have also made arrangements with family in the port city to visit with them for a few days before our sailing date. My wife, on the other hand, has been watching cruise videos on YouTube, as well as talked to friends that are in a much higher income bracket than we are, and decided the ship we are sailing on is too small. She has been on one cruise in her life on a similarly sized ship and had a good time, but apparently this one does not have enough activities to keep our kids out of her hair. She has looked online for other cruises and found one on the same line that is leaving the same port a day earlier and is 3 days shorter that she likes better. She has asked that I call the cruise company and change over to this trip, then change everything else associated with it. I looked at just the base cost of the new cruise on the bigger ship, and it would cost us significantly more. My answer was, and continues to be, a very firm no. She is now upset with me and thinks I am being unreasonable. Oh, quite the cruise conundrum, isn't it? Now, it's time to put our Golden Boys in the hot seat. Trevor, Thomas, what do you think? Is our poster the asshole here?
So No. The poster is not the asshole. Because, if he's concerned about price, then there's a reason he's concerned about price.
Yeah.
And especially if it's, if the price has gone up that exponentially that he is so worried about it that he doesn't want to take the cruise anymore.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is he's already done. He sounds like he's done everything for this cruise already. So, I mean, to me, when I plan a cruise, do you think that I just willy nilly do it myself, or do you think I ask my significant other, "Hey, what do you want to do?" Because it sounds like maybe she wasn't so involved, or she was involved in the cruise planning, and now that her friends are all hoity-toity and don't want to go on that ship, then maybe she's changed her mind. So I'm thinking that he's definitely not the asshole
No,
here.
he's not the asshole. He definitely isn't, because that's something you do need to take into account is price. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so
Yeah, and that the other cruise, it said that they left. It leaves like a day or two earlier, and so he would have to reschedule and cancel flights. He would have to change hotels,
vacation time.
everything. Yeah, vacation time, all that stuff. It's never just one thing. It's like something that
Yeah,
big. There's a lot of changes.
and you go up exponentially in that, and then you change days that you leave, which means that you may not get the same rate for hotel, and
Mm-hmm.
definitely won't get the same rate for flights.
Yeah. Yeah, no, just wild. Well, thank you, Madison. That was again another decent segment there. I'm glad that you're chipping in and not taking over the world. So there you go.
She's gonna get pissed off at us.
She's not gonna get pissed
blow
off.
up our houses.
Whatever. Let me just say this here, Madison. You're not that smart. Okay, you're not that smart. So there you go. We're on to you.
Way to go. Way to go. Tell that
What?
to the artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And see what happens. See what happens. Next thing you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to come back from the future to kill you.
Madison, what you gonna do, huh? You can't do nothing, huh? What you gonna get me, a computer virus, huh? Is that what you're gonna do? Yeah, whatever. She ain't got nothing. So, anyways, that was a fun segment, though. I like that she went out of the box, especially for our podcast. She went to Reddit. So that's interesting. I don't know what you're learning over there, Madison, but
oh man, you go down some rabbit holes on Reddit, and
yeah, you really can. Oh, so anyways, wild. So we made a promise on the Facebook page about a main topic we were gonna do, and I guess we'll do it.
I mean, we kind of do have to do it. I mean, it because if everything goes right, my niece will hopefully be marrying this dude from Montego Bay.
Oh, wow. That's in Jamaica.
Yeah.
That sounds like, hey, since we've been talking about all of these destinations lately, is that happen to be our next destination?
That's what we promised them.
That's what we promised. Exactly. Took 99 episodes and we're finally to Jamaica. Man, so I'm going to preface this with you could put an asterisk next to this whole next segment. There are people that love Jamaica.
It depends on what. We haven't been to like Ocho Rios, which I've heard is a lot better than Montego Bay, which we haven't been to Ocho Rios. And there's another port there that we haven't been to that I was supposed to go to, but they canceled that port.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I think it's just Montego Bay.
Yeah. So every time we've been to Jamaica, we've been through Montego Bay, and I gotta tell you, I don't think there's a worse port. And so I'm not gonna sugarcoat this for you guys. when you have to pay like money out of pocket just to get like to anything in port, and like there's no and if or buts, there's an issue. And if you got a bunch of people with you, man, and it used to be $20. I don't know what it is now. It's probably still, I don't know.
Last time we went, it was like $40.
$40.
Yeah.
Good Lord. So yeah, if you're looking at $40 per person, or between $20 and $40, let's say that, because I'm not even really sure what it is anymore. But if you're looking at whatever it is per person to get on a bus to get into town, there's an issue. But Carnival does have a lot of excursions, leaving from port there, that you're able to kind of go on, and you can kind of avoid that fee. We were just trying to go to the beach and do some other things there, and it's just wild. This is, and Megan brought this up, this is the happy place. And I've told this on the podcast before, and I'll tell part of it again here. We went on the bus that cost so much, and the guy was super nice.
Well, to be honest, the bus is hop on, hop off, and you get to go around all day.
Yeah, yeah. But this dude was super nice, telling us all the ins and outs, and he was warning us. He was like, if they hand you something, it is yours. He goes, if they try to hand you something, don't take it. And he was very, 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 very like forceful with this. Like, you're going to go here, and you do not want to like grab anything because you've bought it at that point. And so with that in mind, we go to the beach, we pay to get on the beach, and then we find out you have to pay to get a chair, you have to pay to get an umbrella, you have to pay to get a snorkel, you have to, you got to pay for everything. And so they kind of nickel and dime you all the way. And if you tell them like that, $10, that's too much for a chair, they'll haggle with you.
Oh yeah.
They'll gladly give you 2 chairs for $5, but but they'll take what you got in your pocket. So I'm dealing with these chairs, right? I'm a poor young man at this point in my life. I was struggling with my wife's chair, trying to get things set up for her, and then I hear my name, Trevor, and I'm like, oh, that's my honey. What does she need? And she's holding a conch shell.
Now, this is before you guys got married.
Yes. And so I'm like, why does she have that? And there's a young man standing next to her. And I walk up, and he introduces himself. He says, hello, my name is Michael Jackson, and you need to pay me. And I was like, what? And she took it from him. He had the shell. He gave it to her, and now we had to pay him. I paid I think it was like $10, honestly, but I think it was like $10 for a shell, right?
You could have dived and gotten yourself.
Yeah. So I was so mad at her at that point. I was like, oh, like that costs more than the 2 chairs we got. And so we threw it in the backpack, whatever, not even thinking about it. We go snorkeling with the $10 snorkel we got. They're everywhere. Yeah. Those shells are everywhere.
Oh, okay? Yeah.
Then get this, guys. You buy the shell. Guess what Carnival does when they see you trying to bring it on the boat? You don't get it. They take it from you. I paid $10 to have a shell for 2 hours.
You rented a shell.
I rented a shell. It was so, and I imagine it probably had the snotty looking thing still inside of it, the alien creature from the depths below. But that tastes so good, by the way. Oh my God, those things are delicious.
They are.
But anyways, that was my rant. Mr. Kitty, what is your impressions of this island?
Well, I mean, Mom loves it because, she likes to shop, and this place is like a shopper's haven because you can haggle for everything. And she will haggle someone down to she'll see these necklaces that every shop has. Oh, let me show you what I make in my shop. I make them right here. These freaking bracelets, that every shop has, and whenever you get it, it says "Made in Taiwan," but they made it there in their shop. They're like $20, $20 for one. Mom's like $20 for 5. She's like, deal. So mom's like getting shirts and stuff for like $1 a piece, and all this stuff. And, and I'm just sitting there, following her around, making sure she don't get stabbed or anything like that, and just wanting my pork pit, which is this amazing jerk place there, because there's like 3 restaurants on the main strip, and one of them is Margaritaville, which is a tourist trap. The other one is expensive as hell, and that's on the beach. And then you got the pork pit, which is jerk and it's amazing. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you like to shop, that's the best place to go is Jamaica.
There you go. It does have good shopping. I will give you that. Now, what was the name of the beach we went to? It was like 7 or something Mile Beach, or no?
That's Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman. What? Anyways, the beach that we went to was interesting because it was in a weird part of town.
It was right in the center of the shopping district, or like the main strip there.
Yeah. I remember Megan and I, we were waiting on the hop on, hop off to come back. And I remember I walked away from that area and we were walking down the street. We were just going to go down and see if there were any shops we can go look at. And the way we went was kind of an odd direction, I guess. And it was more of it was very local. Like you could tell, like people weren't used to too many tourists going down this way. And like, as we walked down, like one person in a shop had like stuck their head out and it was kind of funny. Like, what are you doing down here? And the dude comes up to me and he was like, smoke. And I was like, I don't got no smokes, man. I don't smoke. And I was not listening to what he was saying. And he was like,
he was asking if you wanted.
He was asking, but I was like, man, I don't smoke. And like, I don't have any. And he's like, no, smoke. And like, Megan looked me dead in the face. She was annoyed at me at this point. I think we were kind of arguing or something, but she was like,
you threw a shell at her.
About the shell, okay?
You threw a shell at her.
So she looks at me dead in the face and she goes, he wants to know if you want marijuana. And we'll leave that answer to everybody's imagination. Of course I said no. And
now let's just be clear. Jamaica is known to be a place for ganja.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard this.
But it's illegal to buy it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not illegal to smoke it in certain places. And that's at the reggae festival and on the plantation.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is supposed to be illegal to smoke.
Yeah.
So,
well,
but I see people smoking it on the streets,
yeah,
when we go.
Yeah. And one of the bus drivers told us that at some of the taxi drivers, their favorite pastime is to get some extra money. Is they wait for those people to be like, man, where can I get some, get some, and they will drive them like they're going to take them there. And they've already contacted the police and they are on their way to the police station. They're just taking you there. You're sitting there ready to go to their dealer. And they take you straight there.
And then you're stuck there.
No,
they'll take every bit of money but you will sit there until after the ship leaves.
Yeah, that's a very good possibility. From what our bus driver had told us was that is their thing. So they will take, it's not a bribe. What it is you're paying the fine right there to the officer. and that is then shared with the taxi driver, and if you do it quick enough you can get back to that ship, but that doesn't always happen. No. So there you go.
Now there are other taxis as well that you want to stay away from because they are dangerous taxis. Like they will drop you off in the middle of nowhere.
No, that's not great. Yeah, dude, let's stop scaring people.
No. Well, okay. So there's 2 excursions one of them's not a Carnival excursion. I have to find an actual like excursion company to do it. I want to go up to the plantation and see Bob Marley's grave.
Okay.
And I also want to do this one is can be a Carnival excursion. The bobsled thing that the Jamaican bobsled team route.
Yeah, Cool Runnings.
Yeah, I want to do that, and see if I can meet the guys if they're there, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool. I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, that's an excursion. It's like $50 or something like that. They take you up to the mountain and you're on like a roller coaster that's shaped like a bobsled. They just push you down a hill.
Roller coaster there. I'm going to be real.
It's not an actual roller. Well, actually, kind of. That's the definition of a roller coaster. But
whatever it is, I don't know if I'd be going on it.
It's a. It looks like a cart. A bobsled, and they just push you down a hill, basically.
Ooh, there you go, man. Oh man. So, I'm Mr. Kennedy. I'm excited. I'm excited about tonight.
Well, hopefully, I'm excited to show people my costume.
Yeah, me too, dude. My costume's gonna be yours. We're gonna put it up to a vote. If you're there, you can vote. But I am so gonna beat you,
dude. Now, should we tell them, about what else is going on?
Oh, maybe about who else may be there?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who else may be there in costume?
In costume, because this costume contest just doesn't quit. We've got the magnificent Gary Manning is going to be on the show. And Mr. Reese Scrimshire will be returning to the show. I talked to him the other day. It'd be wonderful to have him. This fantastic live, and so he set aside some time for us. And so I told him, I said, man, if you can't make it, like we could record something ahead of time, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be here live. So that's what we've worked out.
Well, I hope he is, because he hasn't been on in a while.
I know, man, I miss him. So it will be good to see him again. And everybody's going to be in costume.
We've run through so many interns since he left.
I know, man. It's not the same.
No, no one does their job like he did.
I miss him.
Don't cry
so much. It'll be nice to see you. I'm so excited. Anyways. I can't wait for everybody to see my costume, because mine's going to be the best. And all I got to tell you is
mine's going to be the best. I don't understand. I don't understand why you think yours is. Mine always wins.
I mean, you are an award-winning Halloween guy, but you don't got this. This time.
Hey, that should be something we should do. Pictures of costumes from the past.
Yeah, we should do that, and we should award somebody. Whoever wins it's going to be like, most unique costume, that kind of stuff. And so we'll hand out some awards as well between us. So it'll be very interesting.
So basically they're just bragging rights. We're not getting actual prizes.
No prizes, man. Just bragging rights. So
I'm getting tired of this no prize
if,
stuff.
If you win, you could be the award-winning Mr. Kennedy. That's how I introduce you.
I'm already an award-winning.
You'll be a more award-winning on this show, not private awards. Look, I got a bunch of medals and stuff that I'm award-winning as well. So
I won a smoker, for crying out loud, man.
Yeah.
Of course I gave that smoker away.
Well, I won a cattle show once. So there. Grand champion steer right here.
Wow, you just called yourself a steer.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, I feel like we have really touched on everything.
Yeah, we don't want to bore too many people, bore them too much before, so they don't want to come to the show tonight.
Exactly. So make sure you guys join us tonight if you can. It is, it's October 28th and 6 p.m. Facebook. Join us over there or join us on our YouTube page as well. We'll be communicating with the fans. We'll be talking back and forth. It'll be a lot of fun. You guys are going to be as much as the show as we are. And we're very excited about this. We're going to be doing this Halloween event. We may have other events coming in the future. So definitely stay tuned for that. But just know that you are unique, you are special, and you are loved.
And remember, anything that happens on the ship stays on YouTube. Bye.
Shave
the small table. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, we both did it.
Dude, I was waiting on you, man.
I know.
You just looking, and I was like, oh, well, we'll start. And you did it at the same time.